Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to react to a new video interview that features Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She was on Good Morning America, and this is a short, just under 6-minute video, but I had many thoughts about it, so we're gonna react. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so the shame fest continues. We are here to talk about the toxic Gypsy Rose. She did this interview, and this short little video has so many problems with it. I have watched it once because I wanted to make sure that it was reaction worthy, or if I just wanted to do a recap. Shame on Good Morning America for platforming Gypsy Rose not once, but multiple times in the short period of time that she's been released from prison. She has done multiple interviews and been platformed on GMA, and I think that this is just embarrassing, and not that I hold any news network to a high standard, but to allow her to come on and spin this narrative on nationwide television is appalling. It is just appalling. It's diabolical the way that she is being given so many opportunities to spin her own narrative. But either way, before I ramble forever, let's watch the video.
First interview since announcing she's expecting, just 6 months after being released from prison, where she served 8 years for helping to kill her abusive mother. Juju Chang has the exclusive interview. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning to you, George. You know, as you know, Gypsy Rose's every move is a huge source of social media fascination and scrutiny. She says she knows her critics think she may not be fit to be a good mother, but she told me this unexpected pregnancy has given her purpose, and she's out to prove the skeptics wrong.
I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant.
At 32, Gypsy Rose Blanchard says a doctor warned her about fertility issues, so her pregnancy came as a shock. Just the latest twist in her sensational life.
Oh, and by the way, all these photos that were taken for their announcement, the photographer had to put her Instagram on private because Gypsy Rose tagged her, and I assume that the people that don't like Gypsy Rose went to this photographer to say their opinions, and she had to go private. So, you know, this is just another cautionary tale of be careful who you do business with. I realize that, you know, photographers get walk-ins and inquiries and all of the things, but if you're going to work with somebody like Gypsy Rose, then you should expect that people will not be happy with that, and they're going to say so. But either way, side note, let's keep going.
How do you feel?
I'm excited. At first I was very nervous, but I'm very excited.
You talked about a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes, the mood swings are wicked.
So she said in her YouTube video that she's 11 weeks. So let's just say that she filmed that a week or two ago. So let's say she's even as far as 13 weeks. Gypsy Rose is trying to talk as if she's somebody who is literally 6 months in. And to me, it really reminds me a lot of people who read like other people's stories of what happened when they were pregnant, and it's almost like she's reciting that. I just don't believe a word she says. I don't believe that she's having wicked mood swings, and I don't believe that she's nesting or craving orange juice. Like, I think that the girl is a compulsive liar.
Released from prison after more than 8 years, she's embraced her freedom.
Lots of them.
Fixing her teeth, getting a nose job, and filing for divorce from her husband, Ryan Anderson. While she still lives with her dad, Rod, and stepmom, Christy, she's rekindled a relationship with her former fiancé, Ken Urker. Those tumultuous 6 months all captured in the Lifetime docuseries Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup.
So to be clear, you haven't been with your ex for This is clearly
months.
Ken's
March,
baby.
It was mid-March when I left Ryan. So this is absolutely 100%.
Even if she wants to continue to focus on, oh, it's Ken's baby, it's not Ryan's baby, blah, 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 blah. Number one, again, go back to, I don't believe a word she says. She could have been doing who knows what when cameras were not on. So I have zero trust with this little lady. If my life depended on it, I would not put an ounce of trust into her. Secondly, let's just say that it is Ken's child. In my last video a few days ago, I mentioned how Ryan is still going to have to be on that birth certificate. What an embarrassing and tragic start this child is having, and it's not even born yet. Gypsy could not, she took a Plan B pill with Ryan, and she called it girl dinner. And now to see the way that she is gloating and accepting all of this praise for getting pregnant with Ken, that has to just be such a painful dagger right to the chest for Ryan. We saw her take the Plan B. We saw her make sure that she wasn't getting pregnant by Ryan. And now just a few months later, that has to hurt. Way or not you like Ryan Anderson, I think that most of us can acknowledge that that is a really shitty way to treat somebody, especially when it's all being broadcast.
Ken's baby. There was never any question of paternity.
How do you think your ex is going to react to this, especially given that you're going through a divorce proceeding still?
I'm hoping that he is okay emotionally, and I wish him the best emotionally. But right now, I have not even had a moment to stop and think about anybody else except for, am I taking my prenatals?
She never thinks about anybody else. That's the problem. She thinks about, how is this going to benefit me? It goes all the way back to the way that she was raised. It goes back to her using Nicholas Godejohn to kill her mother. It's always, how is this going to benefit Gypsy? Not, how is it going to make people feel? My God, I mean, how's Dee Dee supposed to feel when she was slaughtered? How heartbreaking. Gypsy has a history of only caring about herself and discarding people as if they are trash along the way.
Prenatals in the morning. Am I drinking enough water? Like, I have so much to focus on making sure that I'm healthy for this baby. So.
You've clicked into maternal mode.
I have, absolutely, nesting and everything.
Blanchard knows
She's nesting at, call it 13 weeks. Gypsy, stop reading other people's pregnancy experiences and using them for your own. That's exactly what she did with Kate. Kate, I have totally different feelings towards Kate now than I did initially, but that was the whole allegation. Gypsy Rose was taking pieces of Kate's story and using them as her own. And now she is just dropping in all of these random experiences that she's having at a whole 13 weeks pregnant. She put up on Instagram her bump. Girl, you are 11 to 12 weeks pregnant at this point in time. Stop while you are, I want to say ahead, but she's not ahead. She's just catastrophic.
that motherhood for her will be fraught. She pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for plotting to have her own mother killed after years of abuse. Her mother, Dee Dee, forced her to undergo unnecessary surgeries, shaved her head, and kept her in a wheelchair with a feeding tube for much of her childhood.
I understand that with my past, there's going to be a lot of people that kind of question if I even should be a mother or even have children in my care.
That's because you're already using the pregnancy for attention and free online. You are doing exactly what Dee Dee did. You have not shown growth. You have not shown change. You have been nothing but messy, hurtful, dramatic, and accepting anything that you can get along the way. Her nose job, getting her teeth done, getting her hair done. Do you think that she paid for a penny out of any of them? No, the girl accepts free stuff at any opportunity that she can get. It's appalling. She got a $500 gift card from the baby list because she, claimed that, oh, people bought on my registry and the haters are just so unfair. So the baby list sent her a $500 gift card. So again, round and round we go. How much free publicity and attention can Gypsy Rose get in just 6 months as she disrespects and hurts people along the way? If you are benefiting her at this point in time, you will be respected at face value. But as long as she has something better, something more exciting around the bend, you will be garbage too, just like everybody else in her path of destruction.
If your critics are wondering that, like, how do you feel confident that you'd be able to teach your children right from wrong?
I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have made mistakes in the past, and I will probably make minor mistakes going forward.
No, I don't think that orchestrating the murder of your mother is a mistake. I think making a mistake might be, I don't know, having too many drinks and you got drunk in public one night. I think there are lighthearted mistakes that I can think of. Orchestrating and using an autistic person to murder your mother is not a mistake. The amount of planning that went into getting rid of Dee Dee is not something that just happens by mistake.
But at the same time, I do know right from wrong, and learning from past mistakes is a growth that comes with time.
And this is the thing, the whole right from wrong thing. Again, I don't think that orchestrating the murder of your mother is something right from wrong. Being unfaithful, wrecking your marriage, I don't think that's, I need to know right from wrong in a better manner. That's not what is categorized. Like, she constantly tries to downplay what she herself is doing.
Things that I wanted in a mother.
What about bullying people? What about fake crying, manipulating people? It's everything that has happened since her release, as well as what happened before she was sent to prison. But you're not growing, you're not changing, because we have seen that you are still a whole ass mess and you still manipulate people to give you sympathy, attention, and free shit.
I want to give to this baby. And I just want to be a good mother for my child.
Again, I reacted to her YouTube video already, but with the fake crying, girl, if you want to fake cry, you're gonna have to do a better job at it, because this is just embarrassing. Secondly, you want to be such a good mother, but you're already using your child for content on social media. Now, at the end of this video, she does go on to say how she doesn't want her child in the media. She doesn't want her child on a reality TV show. However, that doesn't cover social media, and I could very, very, very easily see this child being part of a family vlogging channel that is Gypsy and Ken, so that they can continue to laugh all the way to the bank. She's already said she wants to be an influencer. She can collect a bunch of free stuff that way after the baby is born and rack up a bunch of views on YouTube or TikTok, wherever she does her content. She will use this child. So don't allow what she says in a minute make you think, oh, she's gonna protect her child. She's talking about a reality show and mainstream media. She's not talking about what she says is home videos, but those home videos will absolutely be posted on social media, because she knows that people are going to click, and there are some brands that are going to support this train wreck.
I want to be everything my mother wasn't.
My mother did not want to see me meet those milestones that every child should have, like going on a first date, a prom, a bike ride, all of those little milestone moments that make life worth living. I didn't get to have that. And so I want my child to have all of the things that he or she could ever want in life.
How do you plan to tell your child about your own childhood and the role you had in your mother's murder?
That question has plagued my mind for a long time. And I've come to a point where I understand that that question is going to be asked by my child someday. So I feel like when that time comes, Ken and I...
And what happens when that child says, well, look at what my mom did? And if that child is unhappy with you and Ken, what if that child thinks that that's an okay solution and they might get away with it too? Hey, my mom did this and she only served, a few years. She got out. She's a big celebrity getting all of this money and stuff. Gypsy Rose, there are certain people that just simply should not have children. And she's one of them. And I realize that might be a hot take. People might be upset for me saying that, but it is truly how I feel. There are some people that should not reproduce.
And will there be another docuseries down the road? Will the cameras continue to roll?
I don't know yet. You never know what the future holds with that. But once the baby's born, I really feel strongly that I don't want my baby to be in front of a camera. Unless it's for like home movies, I will not be putting my child in the media at all.
Why?
This world is so cruel and unsafe that...
This world is cruel and unsafe, coming from the person who literally orchestrated the murder of her own mother. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if you can't feel safe around your own children, that is what I call unsafe and cruel. You are in the safety of your own home, and your child is orchestrating and carrying out the unaliving of you. And Gypsy Rose wants to, oh, the world's so cruel. No, you're cruel. And you're a hypocrite and you're a pathological liar. And that is why people are so enraged seeing her be interviewed as if she is a celebrity. It's insane.
And unsafe that there is a level of responsibility that I have to make sure that my child is protected.
She wants to keep her baby out of the public eye. She's sharing her pregnancy journey with the world. For now, she's still staying with her dad and stepmom, not living with the baby's father. And since she's still getting that divorce, no immediate plans for marriage.
Of course, she's sharing her pregnancy journey with the world. Gypsy Rose is going to, and here's the thing. She might just go ahead and put her kid in the media and exploit them on social media as well. Because again, it goes back to like, she's saying one thing, but she's a pathological liar. So, her word is worthless, in my opinion. Once this child comes, Gypsy and Ken are going to have to continue to live separately. And I don't know, like, that's just weird. That is just weird. You talk about timing and all of this kind of stuff. Oh, it wasn't planned. It's a sad start to life that this child's gonna have. And I think a lot of us can agree on that. But either way, that's what's going on. Gypsy Rose being platformed on Good Morning America. Shame on GMA for doing these multiple interviews with her. I think that it is really disturbing the way that she's being propped up and given a voice. Gypsy Rose cares about Gypsy Rose and Gypsy Rose alone. And that's undeniable. What a mess. But either way, I'm going to move on with other content. So yeah, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.